take the chance and roll the dice.
Let's go south of town. South of hometown, to the mysterious lands of plot progression.
Hooray? Question mark?
That's weird. Huh?
Farther south than south.
Absolutely.
We're we're being attacked by a jogger.
An angry mob of joggers was running up to knock her down. I don't know if you listen to any fish.
Really big fish?
No, just regular fish.
Just regular sized fish?
I'll cook you to a crisp.
Oh, we can just kill him.
Never doubted you for a second.
We won.
My roommate in undergrad had a really big fish phase.
All right, here we go.
The biggest of fish. There were no fish that were bigger than that fish.
Well, it's weird. It's music that I would call closer to poetry than actual music.
Okay.
So this particular song that I'm thinking of, it's pretty good as far as poetry goes. It's like 10 minutes long, and it's about a girl that goes to the circus, and one of the performers gives her a doll, and it talks about the misfortunes that befall her once she takes the doll from him.
Okay, and what kind of misfortunes befall her for taking a doll?
Well, I mean, he gave it to her willingly, but she took it and thanked him and ran off. And, like, the wind picked up and blew her away. And she landed in front of a church and went inside, and the congregation, for whatever reason, didn't approve of her or the doll, so they chase her out. And that's when the angry mob of joggers runs up to knock her down. And she eventually flees into the ocean, and then the doll drowns her.
Oh no!
Yep, and the last thing she hears is the laughs of the man that gave her the doll.
Oh, that's really sad, but also terrifying.
Drowning seems to be a common theme. There's also a pretty good one about a guy who's like on a cruise with his girlfriend or his wife, and her ex-husband attacks him on the cruise, and he stabs him with a tangerine, and he falls overboard and drowns.
Sorry, I'm sorry. Take a step back. Attacks with a tangerine.
It was actually a nectarine. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh! How dare you! I'm terribly. Just how dare you confuse a tangerine with a nectarine?
I'm really glad I get to explain fish lyrics as if they have any logic to them.
They have the most logic.
There's just enough logic there to have a narrative, sort of like a Lewis Carroll poem, right?
I mean, yes and no. It's Lewis Carroll, so
he gets a pass.
English lit tells me I'm supposed to say yes.
All right. There is also a very good song that I'm fond of that only has one line that is repeated again and again for 5 minutes. And it's, let's go out to dinner and see a movie.
But will they go out to the lobby and get themselves some snacks?
I imagine that's what you do after you get to the movie theater, yeah.
Ah. Let's all go to the lobby. You remember that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, that's making a comeback in some theaters, I've noticed.
Oh,
like
no.
It's interesting that it's just like, oh, what's old is new again.
I haven't seen a movie in theaters since the first Spider-Verse, I think.
Oh, that's That's a while, but that's a good movie to see in theaters.
Go.
Oh, these leaves,
Go. Go.
they're preventing me from doing anything.
Good luck.
But if you were to see a movie in the theaters, I would you can't go wrong with the Spider-Versins with the Spidersman.
Spider's Man,
The
like
Spiders
Attorneys
Men.
General.
The Spiders Men.
Never doubted you for a second.
Not to be confused with Spiders Man, who is one of the alternate
Capitalism at its finest.
alternate Spider-Men. It's a colony of radioactive spiders that think they are a person.
They throw
Oh.
everything down the
Yeah.
drain. Do
I think
they
I
not
dated
care
him.
for the world around them? But what before I am up to my ears in muck, please, you should. Perhaps there is more to life than I.
You think
What's he
you dated
doing out here?
spiders? Do you think you dated Spiders Man, or are you talking about the plumber there?
No, the Spider's Man.
Oh, okay.
A radioactive collection of spiders that thinks he's a person. I'm pretty sure I know him.
Oh, okay. He goes by Phil.
He goes by Phil.
Yeah.
Keep it up. I'll cook you to a
Do you want to share more deep Shannon lore about Spiders Man and why you think you dated him?
Especially,
Oh,
but I
okay.
can pivot to. I don't spend a whole lot of time on Twitter at the moment. I'm trying this thing where I ignore it, and I would say overall it's pretty good.
It's working for you?
Yeah, but I did have to check on it this morning because theoretically I have to have a following as an artist, blah, because it's not a real job.
Oh, you need to have exposure and things like that.
Yeah, and instead of like paying advertising dollars, I pay Elon Musk in brain cells. I don't know what he does with them afterwards. He's not using them, but
at its finest.
Yeah.
I
mean,
certainly don't have them anymore.
You don't have the. Well, maybe when he's done with them, he just adds them to his Neuralink fund.
They're being injected into somebody right now. That's unfortunate.
Right? Yes, they are actively in the process of being injected into someone's brain. How did you know?
It was a reasonable guess. Very reasonable. But this is all to circle back around. I did read a good tweet this morning that was from somebody who said, I just witnessed the world's shortest date.
Here we go.
Okay.
And standing in line at a coffee shop. And so the guy says, so what are you into? And she doesn't even really finish her sentence. She gets as far as, oh, I'm really into Hatsune Miku. And he says that's lame. And she pays for her coffee, turns to him and says, you can have it, and then walks out the door.
Wow. Yeah, okay.
So no matter how socially inept you feel, at least you weren't a guy who just totally fumbled his coffee date, standing in line.
Yeah, I mean, wow, how full of yourself do you have to be that you ask someone on a date and then your reaction to them trying to tell you, hey, I like this thing is, well, that's stupid and I don't.
We did it.
Yeah,
I've got the blueprint for success.
it's weird because like it's good to have things in common with people, but also like you need to accept that people are gonna like things that you don't like. And there's nothing like, as far as I'm aware, actively malicious about Hatsune Miku. I mean, she can do no wrong. She made Minecraft.
She did make Minecraft. That's very true.
And after she was done making Minecraft, and this is totally how time works, she wrote the entire Harry Potter series.
Oh, well, I did not know that. I do have a question, though. Is Minecraft a Tetris?
Is Minecraft Tetris?
Well,
I would
remember-
say no.
No,
Not by
okay.
default. You can mod it into Tetris, but
Now,
default Minecraft, as far as I know, didn't have multi-blocks.
Fair. So, but the follow-up question is it or is it not a Pokemon? Because what was your I'm trying to remember your taxonomy of video games.
There was Pokemon, Ancient Philosopher, and Prescription Drug.
Okay. So which is it?
Well
Is
done,
Minec-
team.
Well, Minecraft really isn't a prescription drug name. That's not anything. I think it has to be a Pokemon.
Minecraft is a Pokemon?
Oh, it's not an Ancient Philosopher.
I mean, you... could you mod it to be, though?
Minecraftities.
Oh, we need to wait till nighttime before we can open that one.
Go!
Minecrafties? Is that the ancient...
Well, Minecraft Titties is a different game.
You got this.
I'm not even... You know what? I'm not even questioning what you just... just no.
I'll cook you to a crisp.
We're
My
gonna move on to
job.
other subjects.
Okay.
You got this.
Sorry, I know.
All right. So my pandemic obsession was this. I have no idea why. Oh, actually, I know exactly why. I was about to say, I don't know why YouTube recommended it to me. No, never mind. I know exactly what the algorithm was thinking, and it was right, but I resent
Okay.
that anyway. There's a guy on YouTube. His last name is Baumgartner. He's an
Okay.
art restorer, so people bring paintings to him that are several hundred years old, and after several hundred
This
years,
calls for a
paintings tend to need a little bit of maintenance because they've been exposed to the elements. And for some reason, a lot of those elements are fancy guys like to put them in their smoke room, so they smoke their cigars and look at their fancy paintings and then get soot all over it.
Usually over a fireplace or some such.
Yeah, stuff like that. Or, it's been stored somewhere and at some point somebody dropped something on it, so there's a massive rip in it. So he takes care of stuff like that. And apparently there's controversy around it, but near as I can tell, he does a good job. Like, it's his YouTube channel, so he's not going to say he does a bad job.
Don't like the weather.
But I had no idea art conservation was, like, so full of drama. Like, there are different schools of thought of the best way to maintain your oil painting. So he does it one way, and apparently other people do it other ways. I'm getting off topic. So because I watch a lot of this guy, and his time lapses of him fixing these paintings, it suggested to me a BBC series called Fake or Fortune, where
Okay.
a woman that I recognize as a CNN broadcaster, her name's Fiona Bruce, teams up with an art collector, and viewers send in their paintings that they got from whatever reason, like they found it in grandma's attic when grandma died, or they bought it at auction where it was considered a forgery, so they only bought it for a couple $100s or something like that. And they bring it to them to decide whether or not it's actually by a famous artist. And they're pretty good at constructing a narrative around it. So, like, they look at the painting, they look at the provenance to see where it came from, they look at the techniques, they x-ray it, they do all sorts of things. And at the end, there's the big envelope reveal. Is it real? And are you now rich? Or is it fake? And also, the Monet Society has seized it and will be destroying it this afternoon.
Oh no.
which
the
did
real
happen
villains,
once.
Monet Society.
Oh, they seem like that one. There's narrative involved, but that one was framed such as it really didn't seem like a tragedy, because even if that one was a fortune
Good luck.
or a forgery, the family had paid a decent amount for it and was absolutely fine with saying, "Okay, it's a forgery. Can we take it home because it costs us $13,000?"
Yeah, I mean that's completely fair question on their part. So
No, yeah, they received 11. It's like, your painting is now being crushed into a cube. You have 30 minutes to move your cube.
sorry, I'm still just thinking of the your car. You have 30
Yeah.
minutes to move your car. Like instantly, my brain went Futurama, which I know is your intention, but just like.
No, it's actually a Simpsons
Oh
episode.
no, that is a
where
Simpsons reference. Yes, you are.
Homer is filling in for Smithers.
Like I'll never die.